I reevaluated the Gurdjieff work for myself, and what I came up with was this, that I think initially Gurdjieff did not wish to use contemplative exercises. And it's partly because what he was trying to do had never been done before, to produce what he called a fourth way, which could be lived in the world, not only with the intensity of a monastic way of life, but also with more effectiveness in a shorter period of time. So it was more intense, it was concentrated, you knew better what you were doing. Whether you were in a monastery, an ashram, didn't matter. A techie, didn't matter. You would be in life, life would be your techie. And there you would achieve more than you ever could if you had gone away to the White Lodge or anything.
Let me just jump in here and ask on just this point. Do you think that this was something that Gurdjieff initiated himself? Or do you think that because, many people have spoken of Gurdjieff being tasked with going to the West, perhaps, and doing this work. Do you have a view on that?
Not a definitive view, no. What I am sure of is that Gurdjieff was producing something in a way it had never been produced before. Mm-hmm. And that it's not just a question of Gurdjieff going somewhere and learning something and then being given a task. I think something was done to Gurdjieff, and he had to find ways of teaching people to do that for themselves. It's as if you went somewhere and they implanted something in you, and then you had to teach people how to grow it themselves. Mm. So that, imagine you went to a secret laboratory and they gave you steroids and made you super strong. Then you go out into the world and you've got to show people how to develop their strength, but you can't give them the super steroids. I think that's partly what went wrong with people like Uspensky. I think Gurdjieff tried to house them, as it were, and it was too much too fast. And so it took him until the end of his life, through his exercises, to find a way of compromise so that one could live in the world, but one still had to devote time to what's really the work of the ashram or the monastery.
Right.
Sitting quietly in contemplation. Because it's no part of working life to sit in your bedroom for half an hour working on the collected state exercise. And that's why I don't think Gurdjieff introduced it at first.